outside the car were freezing. The sky is gray, not a comforting wool blanket, but steel wool. I'm balled up in the back seat getting carsick, watching the dead tree arms scratch by. We're outlet shopping in Hagerstown or Catoctin, my mother's substitute for shul on every Jewish holiday. The shoes are cheap because they should be. The stores sell electrician's boots and hush puppies. My father wears Italian loafers. But my mother struts into fashion flair or the Reading PA dance skin, chirruping over tights with just one toe hole, or a sweater with a pocket rip that she, or anyway our housekeeper, can fix. The other shoppers, women in padded jackets and plaid shirts, eye our Volvo like it's a UFO. Smoke escaping from its barely open window because my father's sitting in there reading Tolstoy with a cigar. When we open the car doors, the cloud that falls out is another type of gray. Later we wind up in Royer's diner, eating hot roast beef until my mother squints through the prints on the window and says, "The sunset, let's go home." I never read this poor poem because he's long and he has section heads, and that seems kind of rude, but he did win a prize, so I suppose he deserves it. I will not read the section titles, I think that's gauche. Snake. Twice we found a black snake. Once curled under a table, the second time draped over the front door like swag for a funeral parade. Both times we were all oddly still, as if we froze him as much as he froze us, the day suspended while all of us stared and didn't decide. The times my husband announced that he was leaving me, he said he was going to be a plumber and live in a trailer in Waldorf, he was going to kill himself, he was going to train horses and live in a trailer in Ocala, he would travel the country in a VW bus. My husband did not leave me. Eventually, my husband picked up the indoor snake with barbecue tongs and tossed it outside, and we called him, my husband, Marlin Perkins. And then Stan, because Stan did all the work. Of course, the girls called him Hero Daddy. Sometimes I think I see a tail disappearing under the fence, as if someone has opened a backwards door, and instead of light escaping, a spill of liquid dark is being sucked in or down. Sometimes when I walk into the bedroom, my husband quickly takes the ad for the VW bus off the computer screen. Sometimes he leaves it there. But then the other night he made chicken with beurre blanc and drizzled the sauce in beautiful sidewinder curves. Then today I lifted the front door towel, the one we leave for the dog's paws, and under it were black coils so neat I thought somebody had ordered computer cable. And then I saw the eyes. It was exactly as if I had walked into the wrong room or woken someone from sleep. Both of us embarrassed, both of us waiting for the other to make a move. This was in Swim, if you follow Swim. The convert discovers joy. The church had a slogan for it, joy, meaning that one tried to please Jesus first, then others, and only if there was time left over, yourself. Later, after I had given up, I called the mothers group that met in the rectory basement, the Martyrdom Olympics. If I mentioned I'd been sick, every other mother had been sicker. And while deathly ill, also had driven 150 miles for sports drop-off and iced 3 classrooms worth of cupcakes on the way. When they asked how many children I had, the response was always the same. Only 2? Not just because it suggested I was using birth control, but also because it meant I wasn't suffering enough. One of the expressions everyone repeated was offer it up, meaning give your suffering to God. And one time the room fell silent when I blurted out, but why does he want it? This one was this thing where Rhino has a contest for the Founders Prize and they picked 20 to send to the judge. So they sent me to the judge, but I didn't win, but they published me. Convert, day 7, the form of the Mass. Of course I cheated, peeked at the people in the pews through the pickets of my lashes, knelt and stood after seeing them do it like a struggling musician half a beat behind. An early lesson, the smaller and more perfunctory the gesture, the more it looks like a cradle Catholic made it. So the tiniest knee bob before entering the pew, and when you cross yourself, go fast and draw a 6-inch clock face, max. Eyebrows to just below throat hollow, and then a 3-inch dab on either collarbone. And then there are the X's. Glory, X your forehead. To you, X your lips. Oh Lord, X your heart. Then kiss the thumb that did the Xing, as if your own skin is a thing that you don't like. Thanks.